So you can't talk about a phone from OnePlus without saying the word hype. And for good reason, right? Hype is really what sold these phones for the past few years now. Otherwise, it's just kind of a standard metal Android smartphone from China in a company that maybe you've never heard of. But stop and think about what hype really is, right? It's just marketing. And everyone does marketing, every single company, everywhere. So that's all I'm gonna say, almost all I'm gonna say about OnePlus and hype. What I really wanna do is talk about the phone. So let's do it. This is the OnePlus 5. So the basics, this is a 5.5-inch phone. It's a little bit smaller than the Galaxy S8 and the LG G6. It's thinner too. The phone itself is actually kind of slippery because it's metal. But you can get one of these style swap covers. It's really just a case, and that'll definitely help out the feel a good bit. I love the sandstone case, but the wood's pretty nice too. A fun little feature here is the dedicated mute slider. It doesn't really do anything to end the confusion over how Android handles all this, but it's cool to have hardware to flip between all the sounds or silent mode and do not disturb. So yeah, this display is only 1080p, but I actually think that's a good thing. You won't really miss the extra pixels, and that lower resolution means it's better on battery life. Look, it looks just fine. Oh, and by the way, there's a built-in screen protector on this, and it's also a dust magnet. Do yourself a favor, take it off, just carefully. So, okay, back to the hype. OnePlus is all about hyping the internals of this thing, especially that you can get one with 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is the most I've ever used in a phone. Now that said, the software chugs along quite nicely. OnePlus's take on Android 7.1 doesn't get in the way at all, and in fact I'd say it's quite nice. It's right up there when it comes to manufacturer skins for me. Now the other great source of hype here is the camera. You've got 16 megapixels in the front camera, 2 lenses on the back. One's a 16 megapixel main camera. There's a 20 megapixel telephoto lens that you can use to zoom in on things, and they're just fine. And the camera app is nice. But the end results are just pretty much okay. Everything's a little bit soft for me. Don't bother zooming in at all. And for the most part, I've gotten better results from almost every other phone I've used this year. It's good, but it's definitely not quite what I would call great. So what is great? Charging on the OnePlus 5. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing to love, but it charges really fast with any old USB-C cable, and really, really fast with OnePlus's huge power brick and its own cable for what they call dash charging. In fact, it's almost worth it just for that. Okay, we gotta talk about price for a second. The last OnePlus phone I used was the OnePlus 3, and it came in at $399. Now there's a big psychological difference between that and the $479 that you have to pay for the OnePlus 5, and that's just the starting price. Now I can get an LG G6 for that much money and get with it a better camera and waterproofing and an SD card. You get the idea. So the OnePlus 5 is a perfectly nice phone, and I'd even go so far to say it's really nice. But for $540, the OnePlus 5 is also just kind of a hard sell. There are better options out there. On the other hand, yeah, it does come with some hype. That's it for the OnePlus 5. It's full of hype, but it's pretty good. Just, I don't think it's as good as others out there. Be sure to subscribe if you think I'm wrong. Be sure to subscribe if you think I'm right. Sign up for the newsletter, all that stuff. See you next time.